And so starting in our simple cross leg pose, if you have the tight hip flexors, or if you're tight in your low back, even your glutes and stuff too, always feel free to be sitting on something. You can sit on some stiff pillows. You can sit on rolled up mat. You can sit on whatever works for you. So, because that will help out with those hips. And if you want to, if you need even more help, you can scoot kind of to the front of that stiff pillow or mat or whatever, and it will tilt you forward a little bit to help with those hip flexors if they're super tight. If your legs are up here and your chest, like I've seen some people with their legs so tight. So if they're up there like that, feel free to do that, to have some lift in your glutes to kind of tilt yourself forward so that you release those hip flexors. That's also a kind of a relief to know that I'm not the only one with tight hip flexors. And at least my hip flexors aren't up here like this. So if they are, don't worry, you can work on them, or this will at least bring some help, some relief. So sitting ourselves up nice and tall, and maybe rocking it from side to side or rocking it a little bit front to back. And remembering if you have like any stress or any excess tension, anything going on where you're just like, I need to be able to settle down. The rocking from side to side and the rocking from front to back, so it's very primal movement. It engages the endorphins in the brain because it's what we did as children. It's a soothing movement. So it doesn't mean that in the middle of a meeting to sit and rock front and back, but maybe you can take yourself off to the side or at a different time and do a little bit of rocking from front to back or side to side, just to kind of settle everything down, give yourself a moment. So let's sit it up tall, lengthening up through the spine, thinking about the tailbone pointed down, crown of the head lifting towards the ceiling. And let's begin by rolling those shoulders back. So let's go and roll that out. And then go ahead and roll that forward. And roll that back. Good. And roll that forward. Let's go ahead and shrug the shoulders up to the ears and put some extra tension there. If you've got a lot of tension going on in your neck, just bring it right there. And then let's go ahead and drop that down. Drop that. You can release your arms down to your side if that's helpful, or hands to thighs. Just dropping that down. As those shoulders have been dropped down now, let's go ahead and drop our chin towards the chest so that we get a nice lengthening in the neck. So dropping that, chin to chest, nice long neck. Lift that head center. Let's drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. Head back to center, and then left ear towards left shoulder. Head back to center, and then just roll those shoulders back again. And roll that forward again. Good, and then let's shrug it up again. So anything that's left, just shrug it, shrug it, shrug it. And then release it down. Let those arms be heavy, let those shoulders be super duper heavy. And then let's go ahead and drop our chin down towards our chest. Lengthening through the back of the neck. Lift that head up center. Drop left ear towards left shoulder. Releasing that right neck. And then head back to neutral. And then drop right ear to right shoulder. And head back to neutral. Looking over to the right. Think about chin going over towards shoulder. And then to the left. Again, chin over towards shoulder. To the right. And to the left. Bring head center, drop chin to chest. Right ear, right shoulder. chin to chest, and then left ear, left shoulder, and chin to chest. So we've got that neck half circle here, taking that from side to side. And I've got my arms off to the side because I'm trying to allow my arms and my shoulders to be heavy still. But if you need to have those hands, if you'd like to have your hands up on your thighs, just resting there, that's fine too. I just want some extra lengthening in my neck today. Ooh. Yeah. And then go ahead and drop that chin back to chest. Lifting our head center, roll our shoulders back and roll that forward. Very nice. Let's inhale, sweep our arms up. Some nice sun breath. And exhale and press that down. And again, inhale and sweep this up. And exhale and press it down. And inhale and sweep it up. As we exhale, let's do a little bit of a twist here. So that left hand's going to go to right knee. And then let's inhale. And now right hand's going to go to left knee. So let's do this a few times each side. Inhale and lift. Exhale, little twist. Inhale and lift. Exhale and little twist. Inhale and lift. Exhale and little twist. Inhale and lift. And exhale, little twist. Good. Inhale and sweep this up. This time as we exhale, let's go ahead and clasp our hands behind us, opening that chest. Or if your shoulders are still tight, or if you can't clasp your hands, that's okay. You can use a towel or you can use a strap to hold that behind you, to have those, to be able to open up the chest and shoulders. So feel free to use whatever props you want, whatever you need around you. Again, one of the positives of doing this at home is you can use whatever you need around you. You can grab like 20 pillows, or you can grab your towel, or you can grab a rope, or you can grab blocks or stacks of books, whatever you need. So you've got those arms behind us, and your hands are either clasped or you're holding on to something, but let's go ahead and bend at our elbows and bring our hands over to our right waist and squeeze our right elbow back to open up that chest and shoulders. And then let's go ahead and switch sides. Same thing, other side. Oh, take that back. And then go ahead and release that, shake that out. Very nice. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, drop our right hand down, reach over with that left. So let's keep our right glute, or left glute, left hip. Thinking about that left knee staying down towards the floor, trying to keep that down so that you get a very good long lengthening stretch on the left side of the body. Let's go ahead and windmill our left arm to the left side. Take our right hand to our left thigh. And just a little baby twist here. It's kind of a deeper twist than what we were just doing, but yeah. Feels good. Bring that back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. As we exhale, let's go ahead and drop our left hand down. Reach over with the right. Let's keep our glute down. Right glute, right hip. Keeping that down onto the floor. And breathing. And then go ahead and windmill that right arm down. Take our left hand to our right thigh. A little twist on this side. And bring it back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. As we exhale, let's clasp our hands behind us again, or grabbing that strap or that towel, opening this up. So opening the shoulders, opening that chest up. Go ahead and drop your chin towards your chest here. And then lift that head to center. Look over to the right. Look over to the left. back to center. Let's bend at our elbows. Take our hands over to left waist and take that elbow back. And then go ahead and switch sides. Take it over to right waist and elbow back. And then go ahead and release that, shake that out. Grab your blocks. Hopefully you have your blocks within reaching distance. Go ahead and grab those blocks and take them right out in front of you. Sitting up tall still, we've got our hands on our blocks. And go ahead and, let's hinge it. Let's do this nice hinge forward here. Oh, just a nice hinge. While we are in this hinge, hands are right there on those blocks, trying to keep our back from being rounded. We're trying to keep our arms nice and long, trying to keep our spine nice and long. Let's breathe this here to help open up our hip flexors and open up the glutes back here too, as well as that low back. Let's inhale it here and exhale it out. And again, inhale it here and exhale it out. Good. Back nose if you want. Sit this back up nice and tall. Sweep our arms up. And let's go ahead and take our left hand to our right thigh again, but this time a little further on that right thigh. And let's take our right hand, follow our spine down towards the floor and get a deeper twist here. So now we're getting deeper into those twists, deeper into those spinal twists, maybe looking over that shoulder, maybe eyes looking over that shoulder. As we are in this deep twist, let's go ahead and inhale it here. Inhale deeply and big exhale out. Wonderful. Let's bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Right hand is going to go to that left thigh, left hand. Going to follow our spine down towards the floor and deep twist on this other side, on this left side. Ooh, anybody feeling that in different spots? I'm feeling it up in my upper rib cage. On the other side, I was not. So that is very interesting to think about too. As we get to do these poses and hold them, maybe recognizing where you feel them on one side compared to the other side. Just out of curiosity, not out of fixing, just curiosity. Recognizing, oh, it's because I used a hammer yesterday, so I only used my right hand at, something like that. So just recognizing, oh, that might be why. And bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up and exhale it out. And again, inhale and sweep this up. Let's clasp our hands at the top, press our palms towards the ceiling, and bring our arms out in front of us. So we've got this nice position. We've got our hands out in front of us, so we can unclasp those hands. And let's rotate our wrists. And this whole entire time that we're doing all of this, you're still in that simple cross leg. And so you are automatically, like this whole time we've been doing this, the last 10, 15 minutes, you're automatically working those hip flexors. You are automatically stretching them and allowing them to relax while we're doing all of this other stuff. Let's bring our arms out to our sides. You can see them in our peripheral vision. Let's take our palms, face them up, make some fists, roll our knuckles in towards our wrists, and then do that bicep curl. This is the exaggerated bicep curl because we've got our wrists rolled in and we're exaggerating that in. And just sitting this up nice and tall. Let's go ahead and open this up now. So there's a slight arch in our back. And then let's go ahead and round it so that our elbows maybe come together, maybe not, just depending on your mobility. Let's inhale and open and exhale and round. And you can feel that in your hip flexors too. And inhale and open and exhale and round. And inhale and open. And exhale and round. And let's inhale and open this. And then find our neutral. Take our arms out, open our palms. Go ahead and face those palms down. Let's take our right hand, and we're going to take our right hand across our body, left hand just on the forearm or the tricep, a gentle pull so that we get a tricep stretch a shoulder stretch, different part of the shoulder stretch, that shoulder capsule right there, gentle pull. And then let's go ahead and switch that. So let's take that across. And hand can be either on that forearm or tricep, whatever feels best for you, just not on the joint. So not on that elbow joint or that shoulder joint or that wrist joint. Try and keep that right there on a meaty part. And then open that up and release that down. Very nice. Roll the shoulders forward, roll the shoulders back. Good. If you're sitting on something, you go ahead and move that off to the side. We're going to go into some windshield wipers. So let's lean it back. And as we're leaning it back, we're kind of enjoying a wrist stretch here. So fingers are facing forward, leaning back right here. And then let's go ahead and take our feet wide as those hips, or you can go wider. Again, whatever feels best for you, and begin to drop those knees from side to side. Nice windshield wipers here. Oh, that feels good. That from side to side, to side, to side, to side. And let's go ahead and keep our right leg in front, right here. Sit this up tall, but bring it to center, sitting up tall, and take a twist to the left first. So let's twist it nice and tall, tall torso to the left. And then we're going to do our big twist to the right. So nice big twist. My favorite, to the right. This is like the one when we do in chair yoga, where we're holding the back of the chair and using the leverage. Oh, this is very similar. You can use the leverage of the floor here. So nice big twist. Our glute, inner thigh, hip, maybe it's able to lift up off the ground. And looking over that shoulder. Maybe getting your eyes to look back as far as you can. Get a wonderful twist. As deeply as you can. Let's inhale it here. Inhale deep. And exhale it out. And again, inhale it deep. And exhale it out. And bring it back to center. And let's twist quick for 4. So 4 times to the right. Let's take it for 4. And center. It's 3. And center. It's 2. And center. And last 1. Oh, and back to center. Now let's kind of do a baby pigeon. So let's take our hips, square them over our right thigh. So we're nice and squared over that thigh. And begin to hinge forward. Just taking ourselves down onto our hands. We can keep our back leg bent if you want. If you're like, I need more of a stretch already, you can take that leg long. It's up to you. But we're just doing a nice forward fold. Let's inhale it here. Exhale it out. If you are able, maybe taking that forward fold to the elbows. So taking that down 1 more level. Let's breathe it here. Inhale it deep and exhale it out. And then go ahead and press yourself back up to those hands. Inhale it deep and exhale it out. Very good. And then let's go ahead and release that. Lean it back onto our hands so our fingers are facing forward, stretching through our wrists again. And then let's windshield wiper it again. So we can do everything we just did on the other side. Good. Let's keep our left foot forward. Sit this up tall. Bring our torso up tall. Turn to the right. Just get that nice right stretch here. And then big twist to the left. Oh, so good. Hip, glute, hip flexor, inner thigh. Maybe that's able to be up off the floor. And try, again, use the leverage of the floor to twist as deeply as you want to into this pose. And taking the head, looking over the shoulder, taking your eyes, looking as far as you can. On this side, I'm able to look at, I can see my right foot. On the other side, I cannot see my left foot, so that's a little curiosity for me. Maybe to work on my mobility of my other side, possibly. And let's go ahead and bring this back to center, and let's go quick for 4. So let's take the score 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center, and last 1 and back to center. Very nice. Let's go ahead and square our hips over our front thigh. Take our, so like hinging forward on our hands. Cool. And again, if you need more of a stretch, feel free to straighten that back leg. Let's breathe it here. Inhale. And exhale. And trying to center our weight as much. I'm noticing on this side, way more than the other side, that my weight is kind of shifting towards my back. So try and make sure that you are trying to center your weight. So that's a good remembrance. Let's go ahead, if you can, taking ourselves down 1 level and breathe it here. Inhale it. And exhale it. And let's go ahead and bring it back up onto those hands. You've still got that nice hinge forward. Still that nice little baby pigeon. Let's breathe it here. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. Wonderful. Good. Bring this back to center. And let's go ahead and lean this back. Let's take our legs out from underneath us. We've got both of our legs straight. And let's actually go boat pose first, and then we'll go into staff pose. So let's bend our knees. Let's go ahead and bend our knees. Let's flex through our feet, and let's do a nice boat. So let's get our core involved here. So let's lengthen through our arms, sitting this back, reaching out. Shoulders are away from our ears. And again, good flexed feet. And let's breathe it here. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. 2 more times. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. And 1 more time. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. Good. Take our hands behind us. Again, just like we did with our windshield wipers, we've got our fingers facing forward. Walk our feet in, and if it's available to you, actually, let's go ahead and keep that out and take our right ankle to our left thigh. You might even have to straighten your leg to be able to do that. So go ahead and take that right ankle or that right heel to that left thigh and begin to bend that leg. And by just bending that leg, it's pressing that other leg towards you and getting that wonderful piriformis stretch. And you got the strength of your arms holding you up. So don't just let them fall back. Use your strong arms, your triceps, the heels of your hands, and your fingers to press against that so that you have the strength of keeping your upper body up. Oh, such a good stretch. And then let's go ahead. We can release that side. And if you need to lengthen your legs to be able to get your left heel or left ankle to that right thigh, feel free to do that, or you can keep that bent. And then begin to bend that in. This makes my arms shake. I'm like, why is it making my arms shake? Because I'm pressing my legs so much back to get that stretch that it's making my arms work. My biceps and triceps, feel it in my shoulders. Breathe this here. Get that wonderful, just that natural piriformis stretch. And maybe your shoulders are burning too. Very good. Let's inhale it. And let that air out. And then release that. Good. And then go ahead and release that. Sit it up nice and tall. Let's go ahead and find our staff pose here. So sitting right smack on top of our glutes. So right on our sits bones. Our feet are flexed. Nice long legs. Let's lengthen up through our arms and find our very strong staff pose here. Let's do 4 breaths in our staff pose. Let's inhale it deep. And exhale it out. And inhale that deep. And exhale it out. 2 more times. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. And 1 more time. Inhale that up. And exhale that out. Release our arms down. Good. Still sitting it up tall. Let's bring our right leg in. So bring our right leg in and give that a big hug. Flex through that left foot. So keep that left foot active. That means that we have to constantly keep it flexed so it doesn't go to sleep. So keep that foot flexed. And let's take our right foot over our left leg. Wrap our left arm around our right leg. Ooh, yeah, and get that wonderful stretch right here. And then let's go ahead. You can take the hand, follow the spine down, and get a wonderful twist right here. Feeling that in so many different places. Flex through that left foot, keeping that flex, keeping that leg active. So by keeping that leg active too, we're pretty much keeping the whole body active in this stretch. Breathe it, inhale, and exhale. Let's twist it towards the inside, and feel free to use that elbow to kind of press a little bit away or press against the inner thigh or the knee. Twisting to the left. Breathing it here. And let's bring this to center. Let's go ahead and take that right foot to the inside of that left thigh. Sitting this up tall. Hinging this forward. Got that, the blocks right where I needed them. So kind of do a little hinge forward first here. Keeping this foot flexed. So we've got our left foot still flexed, still active. Right foot is on the inside of that left thigh. We're hinged forward, and then we can take our peace fingers and reach for our big toe, or take that hand to that shin, or you can reach for the ankle too. It's up to you. But we're going to do that, and then we're going to open up that rib cage towards the ceiling. You can take your hand to your lowest rib, or if you want to, you can open up and breathe. And then release that. If you liked to use your block on this side when we did this forward hinge, go ahead and move one to the other side for when we get to that other leg. So bringing us together, sitting this up nice and tall. Let's take ourselves back into our staff pose. Let's reach up. Let's do 2 breaths here. Inhale deep. And exhale it out. And again, inhale it deep. And exhale it out. Release our arms down. Let's bring our right leg in and give that a nice big hug. So now you've got to work on keeping, or bring our left leg, sorry. Left leg is in, bring the left one. Now we're working on our right foot being active and flexed. Left leg is in, nice big hug. Right foot is active and flexed. Let's go ahead and take our left over right. Wrap our right arm around our left leg, and let's twist it to the side. I'm feeling it way in my upper ribs today. Trying to think of what did I do yesterday? What was different? So still flexing through that right foot. Keep that right foot working. And then let's go ahead and twist this towards the inside. So again, feel free to use that elbow to kind of maybe press a little bit the inside. Keep that foot flexed. And bring that to center. And let's take our foot to that right inner thigh and hinge it forward. Again, I'm going to use that block that helps me. If you're able to hinge it forward and put your hands on the floor, then yes, feel free to do that. I need the height of the block seems to help. But keeping that right foot flexed, still active right foot. We're hinging forward. And then from this, let's go ahead, take our peace fingers, either reach for that big toe or hand to the shin, or reaching for that ankle. And begin to open up. Or reaching. And breathe. And then release that. Very good. Maybe roll those shoulders out, shake that out a little bit. Very nice. Let's take our legs underneath us. We're going to do our bridge work towards the end today. So later, put your blocks where you want them for when we move into our sun salutations. And we're going to come up onto all fours. So we've got ourselves on our all fours, and we're going to go into our cat and cow. So our nice spinal movement. Let's take our shoulders over our wrists, and our hips are right over our knees. And let's go ahead and drop that belly to the floor, eyes to the sky as we do a nice inhale. And round our spine, take our chin to chest, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. Bring our back flat and neutral. Let's go ahead and lengthen through our right leg. Lift our right leg up. Very good. And we can hold this here, or if you want to add that other arm, so adding that left arm up, got our right leg up, got our left arm up for our balance. So it's our first balance of the practice. And we're going to take our elbow to our knee 6 times. So let's go ahead and bring this in for 6 and reach. Here's 5 and reach. Here's 4 and reach. 3 and reach. It's 2 and reach. And last one. Let's reach and hold. Hold this here. 1 breath. Inhale deep. And as we exhale, you can release the arm, release the leg, and let's take it back into our first child's pose. Good. So glutes go back towards heels. And we're lengthening out through our arms. Enjoy this child's pose. I've got my child's pose where my toes are together and my knees are apart. So it's kind of opening my hips a little bit more too. But you can also have those knees together in a more traditional child's pose. Again, listening to your body. Every day is different. And whatever you did yesterday or however you slept last night, you might need to do different stretching today, different ways of stretching to be able to release or open things up. Let's go ahead and bring it back up onto all fours. Cat and cow again. So shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Drop our belly, inhale. Round our spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Let's flatten through our back. And let's do the same thing on the side that we did the other side. So let's take our left leg up. Find that balance. And then when you're ready, bringing our right arm up. Finding that bird dog balance right here. And then let's go elbow to knee 6 times on this side. So let's bring this in for 6 and reach. It's 5 and reach. It's 4 and reach. 3 and reach. 2 and reach. And last 1 and reach. And let's hold this here. Big deep breath. And exhale that out. Release the arm, release the leg, child's pose. Let's take that back and that child's pose again. Oh yeah. Lengthening through those arms, nice long stretch through the spine and arms. Good stretch as those glutes are going back towards those heels. Let's look forward at our hands. walk our hands over to the right, and then let's go ahead and take that, once we've gotten as far as we can go, let's take that left hand and place it right on top of that right hand, and try and get that left glute towards that left heel. Oh yeah, and you can get that wonderful side stretch right here. And then let's walk this back to center and take it to the other side. So walking that over. And then once you've gone as far as you can go, let's take our right hand, place it on top of our left, and try and get our right heel, glute towards our right heel. And then bring this back to center. Very nice. Bring ourselves up. Let's go into our first downward facing dog. So let's go ahead and curl our toes under. We're going to keep our knees bent as we lift our tails to the sky. So let's go ahead and lift this up, tails high. Relax our head and neck in between those shoulders. Oh, that feels good. And then let's begin to pedal our feet. So pedaling those heels down towards the floor as we begin to stretch through our ankles, calves, shins, knees, hamstrings, glutes, quadriceps. And finding some stillness in this downward facing dog. And enjoying the inversion. So our head is lower than our heart here. So we've got that natural inversion going on. Maybe nod the head or shake the head. Let's lift up on our toes, heels high, and drop both of our heels over to one side. Stretching through our ankles, our Achilles tendons. And then bring this back up to center and drop over to the other side. And then bring that back up to center. And let's walk our feet to meet our hands until we're at a standing forward fold at the front edge of our mat. Feel free to have those blocks close to you. We're going to do our forward fold with our ragdoll first. So you don't have to have your arms on your blocks yet or hands on your blocks yet. Let's go ahead and ragdoll it. So let's plant our feet into the floor, press our heels into the floor, relax our head and neck. Let those arms dangle. Back rib cage is expanding and contracting with your breath. Let's take opposite elbow with the opposite hand. Make a frame for that head. Heavy upper body here. Still an inversion. The head is still lower than the heart. And then release our arms. And you can go ahead and grab those blocks. Let's inhale, lengthen through our spine. Get a nice tabletop here for the back. And then exhale, release it, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through that back. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up nice and big. So your head's been low, so take it nice and slow. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale it around to a chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Our right foot stays forward and our left foot goes back into lunge. Left hand on a block, on the floor, or up on a chair. So whatever you need to use for this lunge, go ahead and use that, and let's spinal twist this open. Good, and breathe. Bring this back to center. Let's take our right foot back to meet our left foot into a top of plank. Strong pose here. Strong top of plank. Shoulders are over our wrists. Let's go ahead and shift our weight forward. Drop to fronts of the knees. Uncurl our toes. Heart's going to go down to the floor. And then go ahead and lift that heart up off the floor. Baby cobra. Oh, yeah. We curl our toes under. Lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. Good. Once we've gotten a breath or two here, let's go ahead and walk our feet to meet our hands into standing forward fold at the front edge of our mat. Let's inhale, lengthen through that spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Let's keep our left foot forward. Right foot's going to go back. Right hand on the floor or the block, whatever height you need, or a chair. And let's go ahead and twist it over. And then let's go ahead and bring us back to center. Take our foot back to meet our other foot into our top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop your fronts to the knees, uncurl our toes. Take the heart down, lift that heart up, baby cobra. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold, front edge of our mat. Let's inhale, lengthen through our spine, and exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around the chair. Inhale and sweep up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Right foot's going to stay forward. Left foot's going to go back into lunge. But let's go ahead and drop our left heel and line up our front heel. So right heel is going to line up with that back left arch. We've still got our blocks below us, so we'll still keep those here. But let's go ahead and lift ourselves up nice and strong into a warrior one. So finding our warrior one right here. Good. Front knee is bent. From this warrior one, go ahead and hinge yourself forward. We've got our blocks right here on either side of that foot. Pressing into that foot, press into those blocks. Let's lift that back leg up, modified warrior three. Holding that leg. Very good. Go ahead and drop that leg back. Find that alignment again. So that heel, right heel, is going to line back up with that back arch. And then find our warrior one again. Reach this up. So we've got warrior one, warrior three, this little kind of seesaw, but it's very powerful because it's a balance and a strengthening. We're going to do that one more time. So let's go ahead and hinge this forward, hands back to those blocks, and then let's go ahead and lift that back leg. Warrior three. So it's supported warrior three. Back leg is lifted. And you can feel, I'm feeling the burning in my glute. Go ahead and drop that back foot again, find that alignment again, and find ourselves back into our warrior one. And right from this warrior one, let's open it into a warrior two. And that might bring a little release for that. Maybe a little, maybe not. It's okay. You've got this. Let's go ahead and drop our back arm, take our palm up. Peaceful warrior. Let's lengthen through that front leg so both of our legs are now straight and tilt ourselves down into a triangle. And you've got those blocks right there. So feel free to grab one and use one for that triangle. Oh, such a good inner thigh stretch. And breathe. And then let's go ahead and bring ourselves back up, back into proud warrior. Let's take our arms, windmill our arms down towards the floor. You can move those blocks out of the way. Take our foot back to meet the other foot into our top of plank. And let's go ahead and shift our weight forward, drop to fronts to the knees, uncurl our toes, take our hearts down, lift our heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. And let's walk our feet to meet our hands. And then we'll do everything we just did on the other side. So we've got our nice standing forward fold. Let's inhale, lengthen through our spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Left foot's going to stay forward. Right foot's going to go back. Let's drop that right heel. Keep our blocks where they're at. We'll keep on either side of that front foot. So either side of that left foot. So left heel is lined up with that right foot arch. And let's bring ourselves up. Oh, warrior one. Nice warrior one. Very strong warrior one. Use that breath and long. Let's go ahead and hinge this forward. Hands go to those blocks. And let's lift back leg up. Warrior three. Very good. And breathe. And then let's drop this back down. Find that alignment. Back up into warrior one. Good. And breathe. And then let's go ahead and hinge this forward. Hands back to those blocks. Find that strength. Lift that back leg up. Warrior three. Breathing and holding. And drop that back foot. Find that alignment. Heel lined up with that arch. Bring ourselves back up. Warrior one. And then from this, let's open it into warrior two. Proud warrior. Maybe it releases a little bit right there. Very good. Let's drop that back arm. Take our palm up. Peaceful warrior. Reach through that. And then let's release our front leg and tilt down into that triangle. And as always, feel free to use a block here in this triangle and breathe. And then let's go ahead and bring ourselves back up. Proud warrior. Warrior two. And when we are arms down towards the floor, take our foot back to meet the other foot into top of plank. Shift that weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes, bring our hearts down, lift our hearts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Then let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold. Front edge of our mat, letting our arms dangle. We don't need those blocks anymore. Just got this nice forward fold. Let's inhale, sweep our arms up nice and big. And exhale, dive it down and over. Good, both feet back into top of plank. From this top of plank, drop to our knees and let's take ourselves back into that wonderful child's pose. Glutes go back towards heels. And then let's take our arms by our sides, palms facing up, elbows dropping open. So now you're a nice little turtle. And then hands by knees, press ourselves up. Let's take ourselves onto our backs, grab your block and grab the strap just in case, and then grab what you need for final relaxation. So let's do some bridge work, maybe some legs. We'll see how we get along with our bridge work. And then we'll go into our relaxation. So let's lay down onto our backs. We've got that block. Let's take that block between our knees. Right there. And let's find our alignment here. So lining our feet up with our ankles, ankles with our knees, knees with our hips. Let's press the palms into the floor. Lift that pelvis up towards the ceiling. And maybe taking your shoulders underneath us a little bit. Walk the feet or walk those heels a little bit closer to those glutes. And finding a nice strong bridge right here. Let's hold this bridge for 4 deep breaths. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And again, inhale deep and exhale it out. 2 more times. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. And 1 more time, big deep inhale. And exhale that out. Good. Staying in this bridge, let's press through our toes, lift our heels up off the floor. Good, good, good. Very nice, very strong. Inhale. As we exhale, let's flatten through our feet and lift our toes up off the floor. So press through our heels, toes are lifted. Very nice. Inhale it here. And exhale it out. Flatten back through those feet. Find that regular bridge. 2 breaths here. Inhale it. And exhale it. And 1 more time, inhale it deep. And as we exhale, let's go ahead and drop the pelvis down towards the floor. Oh, wonderful job. And you can move that block off to the side. Reach behind our right knee, right thigh, pull that into the chest. Straighten up through that leg. So keeping the hands behind the thighs and maybe rotate that ankle. And then rotate the other way. So nice circles here. And then let's release that right leg. Let's reach behind that left thigh, pull that in, give that a nice big hug. Pull. And then let's straighten up through that leg. So reaching behind that hamstring, straightening that up, and rotate the ankle here. And rotate it the other way. Good. And release that. Let's move into our final relaxation. So grabbing whatever you need for that. If you use pillows, eye pillows, blankets, whatever you use, grab that. And let's lengthen through our body here. So if you've got that eye pillow, you place that eye pillow over your face, over your eye, whenever you would like. And we're going to lengthen through our arms towards one end of the room and reach through our feet and legs towards the other end. Low back is lifting up off the floor. Rib cage is lifting up off the floor. Really reach through that. Add an inch or 2 to your height here. Let's inhale deeply. As we exhale, let's sink and settle. So let those feet just naturally fall open. Arms are open off to the side. Begin to relax that face, release that jaw. Maybe because you've got your eyes closed, or even if you have the eye pillow, the heaviness of the eye pillow over the eyes, maybe you can imagine yourself floating above yourself and looking down and doing a body scan. So scanning from your toes all the way up to the very tips of your fingers and all the way up to your head. scanning through, trying to recognize if there's any pain or any tension or any soreness or tightness anywhere. And once you recognize those areas, think about breathing or sending your breath into those areas to find some release and relief. Just smoothing that out, cooling that off, or warming that up. Whatever works for you. Relaxing and breathing. And having a few moments of quiet here. You deserve this. Still relaxing, let's bend our knees. Tuck our tailbone under, flatten through that low back, through that spine. And then go ahead and drop both of your knees over to your most comfortable side. And take yourself onto your side. Breathe in here. Taking your time, begin to press yourself up, nice and slow. And bring yourself up into a strong seated pose. Nice and supported, lengthening up through your spine. Up through that strong body. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our palms together. And then let's exhale. Eyes follow our fingers. Take our chin to chest. Lift that head center. Take our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Take our hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be the light of truth and the light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Big deep inhale. And cleansing exhale. And let's breathe that in again. Big deep inhale. And big cleansing exhale. And have a blessed rest of your day.